Guys, Joel here, bringing you another board game review of a game that I picked up a while ago. Not a while ago. I picked up a couple of months ago. It's a nice little game, and it's a game you've probably not really heard of, and it's this one. It's called Kluster. It's from Borderline Editions, and it is such a simple game. Why has no one done this before? It's basically a piece of string, 24 randomly sized magnets. They're quite strong. Like raw earth magnets as well. So let's have a look at what the game's like, and then I'll give you my opinions. But I think you can guess what my opinions is of it already if you haven't heard me talk about it before. So you can see here, I mean, this is the box, this is the 24 magnets, here's a shoelace, and here's a little carrier bag it come with. So the basic idea with this game is you split off the magnets and give it to the other player, so we're kind of playing two-player, and you can see these magnets are all different shapes and sizes. You get like nice large ones, and then you can get some really small ones like that. So all random sizes, and you just try and distribute them evenly, but just split them off and give them to someone. So the idea is, starting with someone, they put down a magnet, and it's just got to go inside the shoelace. Now the person can move the shoelace around if they want to, but they can't touch a magnet when it's in there. And so then the next player will put one in, and this will go on and on and on and on, and they can move it around until either someone has got rid of all their magnets. I'm just going to take these, and you can just move it, and see you can move it now to move magnets around. If you don't like the position, you can move that around, but you don't want that. And then you can also do this. Now I don't know if it's going to work because there's a lot of magnets here. This really wants to fall over. So you can put magnets, you can't actually see that one up this one. You can put magnets on their sides here as well, and it can actually have a big impact on the game because they will start falling over. And you can actually try and, I'm going to try and do this, move magnets. You can try and move magnets with the other magnets because of the magnetic field, and then if that happens, that you try and put a magnet down, or you put a magnet down and it's going like that, then you take all those magnets up, all the magnets up that cluster, and take them back into your hand, which will open up a massive field for your opponent to start putting magnets down. It's all going wrong. So that's it. And basically, until someone gets rid of all their magnets, I mean, you can put them all on the side if you want to. They do start doing a kind of see, you can do it like that. It makes it a little bit more harder, and the smoother, the faster the service, the better the game, in my opinion. And that's it. Solo mode is basically take all the magnets, put the shoestring out, and try and make fewer than multiple sites. This game is basically 1 to 4 players. It's 10 minutes or more. I've had games that are less, and 14 years upwards, but pay no attention to that, because it's one of those games that has not been tested, and to save on money. My 8-year-old loves playing it. I've actually played it with a lot younger kids, because it's just magnets, and they love putting the magnets out. Look at that one spinning around. They love putting the magnets out and the challenge, and this could actually educate, really. You can move it. I mean, that's Kluster. That's how strong they are. So yes, so that's Kluster. Let's get back to my thoughts on it. So there you go. There's how we play Kluster. Forgot what it was. Yes, how we play Kluster. It's so simple and so clever, and it captures everybody. I mean, because it's so small, it comes with this bag, which is a nice little treat, and I take it everywhere. It comes out, it's in my pocket, I'm sitting in a coffee shop or in a pub with my friends or with the family, and I just put the string down, plonk the string down on the table, and give them some magnets. Say, right, get rid of all your magnets. And they love it. They lap it up. And there was one point I was out on, it's kind of semi-works do. Basically, I went out with drinks with a friend at work. Doesn't normally play these board games. He does play board games with his family, but the type that you see in every kind of shop. And I just plonked this on the table while he was off getting drinks, and he came back, he goes, "Ooh, what's this we have here?" Again, I just tell him how to play, and I say, right, put down all your magnets in this shoestring. And I think we played about 6 games until he beat me. That's how much he was enjoying it, and he wants to get a copy. And unfortunately, like everyone else I've told at the minute, it is currently out of stock. Borderline editions, please sort this situation out. You've got a corker on your hands, and you need to make more of it. Bring out a Kickstarter if you have to, but it does need to be out there. Originally, because when I was looking on the Geek, there is an entry for it, and there's a couple of entries for it, because they do an XL version, which to me, I think it goes to 8 players, and it comes with extra tokens and things like that. So I'm clicking the magnets, and it was on a crowdfunding site in France, and that's how they first bugged it off. And then it wasn't until like it was Essen that it came out, and someone grabbed up lots of it and then was selling it, and actually practically one shop I know of brought up a lot of quantity of it, and it's now hard to find out what that shop is. But I do hope Borderline Editions gets more copies out there soon, because it is such a good little game. The fact that the rules are so simple, and I actually sit here with these magnets, like I've got to write an essay, and while I'm procrastinating on writing this essay, I have to admit, I'm clicking and I'm shaping, and I'm it's kind of soothing just playing around with it. And it is funny because this game is 1 to 4 players, and the one player is basically try and get rid of all the magnets in the shoelace and make fewer than 2 mistakes, which is actually quite simple if you can figure out the system. But I'm not playing it 1 player, I'm playing it with people, and as I said, it is actually quite, like, I try and make shapes out of it while I'm thinking, or I'm just sitting there fiddling around with it and letting them break around, and it's quite soothing and quite nice. And there is probably, if you really want to be gamified against it, that you could say the first player has an advantage. And the only way I've combated that really is the 4th player gives the first player one of their magnets. So the 4th player has 1 less, the first player has 1 more. And that's why I've kind of combated that kind of, oh well, he gets the advantage of like getting rid of his magnets very quickly, but it's such a simple game. It's over in well, I say it's over in minutes. I mean, I was sat there for a good 15 minutes with a friend of mine while we were just battling it out for space and trying to get rid of our magnets. And the other thing with this, because it's just a shoelace, you could untie this and you could shorten it if you wanted to and make it really, really close. But I've not felt the need of that yet. But yeah, so it is a massive thumbs up game. It's a gem that came out of Essen that no one really talked about, and I really hope they do bring out another copy, because I want another copy just for myself, and I want copies to send to people, and I know so many people that I've shown this to that want a copy themselves, so I don't see what the problem is except for just getting it out on Kickstarter. Anyway, that's another review. This has been a review of Kluster, a lovely little game. I've been Joel Wright. Check out other videos that I've been doing, and I'll see you on some more videos. Good night. Thank you very much for watching.